Hi everyone, Sue's Journal Adventures here, in the midst of chaos as usual. Right, this is part 7, I think, of Let's Make a Beginner's Junk Journal Together. So today I just want to work on the junk journal a bit because, whoopsie, what is it whenever I drop anything? Excuse me, it always goes into the bin. Right, well, there we go. I was making some more of those little things we made the other day with glitter nail varnish, and I was trying to make it look like glossy accents or resin with glue. I just put glue in them. It doesn't work that fantastically, but that might help. Yeah, I just made some more. Whoopsie. I think I made those two with you guys, and then I made a couple more. I've actually cut a load more out. What have I done with them? Oh, who knows. I go to bed and I'm sure gremlins come out. I did one with wire yesterday. It's not stuck down the greatest. I've got, you know, bulb bits. What I did with that wire, because my wire is so thin, you can barely see it. So I folded it in two and kind of twisted it, and I cut 3 lengths and I plaited it together. So that is actually a wire plait. Doesn't look that amazing, but from a distance it looks quite nice with its glitter on and stuff. I don't know what I've done. Oh, this ring's annoying me again. Take it off. Whoopsie. It's cooler, so obviously your hands, you know, and my ring starts flopping round all the time. It really annoys me. It's quite a heavy ring though. It's the one that I made with my dad's ashes, and because it's quite a big bezel, it's heavy and it just slides round all the time. It's like, oh yes, stop it, what's that? Oh, right, so where are all those things? Oh, they're here. I'm gonna say I cut a load of circles last night from the bottom of an Edith Holden book that had like little flowers right across it, so I can just make some little tiny embellishments out of them, because we're going to need embellishments for this book. Now then, tissue. I like tissue paper, so I found this pale pink tissue in my stash. I've been punching flowers out of it. You have to punch all the layers at once, because otherwise your punch won't work on tissue paper. And I did think I wanted a ruffle here, just a squidgy ruffle, and maybe, whoops, maybe one of them thingies, maybe one of them just as a little, you know, focal point thing. So things like that we can do later when we decorating. At the minute I want to make some flaps, flippy flaps, because looking through my journal I'm thinking, do you know what, there's not a right lot of stuff going on really. So I want to create a few flaps and pockets. We'll do some more pockets because I've got big things like this that I can use as a pocket. Some of it's going to need backing onto card because it's only paper. And I might do a few of the, that is so pretty. I kind of just want to cut around that bit there and have that as a pocket. I don't know what all these are out for. Did I get all these out? Oh yeah, I've got half a paper bag there. But I'm like, okay, we'll use that. I'm just going to use whatever in this journal. Absolutely whatever. This is where I was taking me. I used my punch. In my defence, I did use my punch because I am really useless at cutting circles. If you haven't got a punch, you'd have to cut them out. But you can cut them out square. They don't have to be round. So I did put a flip in here somewhere. Oh, this envelope, I thought it's sealed and I thought, oh, I've got to cut the ends of it, but actually they're already cut. So the person who had it before me must have done that. Right, so I've added this. I've I did a couple of pockets, not many. I didn't really like this at first, but anyway, it's there. It is what it is. So I've come on here just to take my mind off things, because I was just gonna have my tea. I was just about to go in the kitchen and have tea, and I heard my neighbour out in the garden, and I thought, oh, I've got a ball, I can give it to her dog. Anyway, we started chatting, and she started telling me this gruesome story about how a bin was full of maggots today. And then I was talking about, well, I've got a dead bird in my bin because my cat killed a bird yesterday, and he was just about to tuck into it. He'd plucked all its feathers off its chest, and I was just about to, and I was like, no. Anyway, I got it off him, wrapped it in loads of tissue and put it in the bin. So, yeah. And then I come in the house and I'm like, yeah, I really don't think I want my tea now. So, so I've come on here to take my mind off it, because I'm like, that is so gross. Right, I've got a little tiny envelope here, which could be a flap. So we can have flaps, obviously. It can be an envelope, it flaps out, you can put some stuff in it. So we can have them kind of flaps. I've got this book page, which this was right in the middle of the page. I've cut round it all, but I've left this big piece here. It doesn't need to be that big, but I just thought, well, I'm probably just going to stick that down. Now, it's very white, and you know me with white. I'm not a fan of white. But I did think if I just glue it there and there, it can also be a tuck spot. But you can write right across the whole thing. Or you can write there. Or I could just make it slimmer, so it is just a flip to hide the writing. Question is, do I want it as a pocket? If I want it as a pocket, I'm going to have to decorate it, because I can't cope with that just being like that. Okay, so that's one flip. I think there's another flip somewhere. Pocket. There's probably going to be a pocket somewhere. I was just sticking things in the other night to see where I might want stuff. This one. So this is a lovely book page picture, and I really like it, but it's obviously too big. And if I do a flip that way, so I thought, well, if I flip it that way, it can fold out when somebody wants to look at it, and you could put paper on the back and make it writing space. So we might do that, because it's, I thought I could cut that off and just have it as a, you know, that flip. But then I thought, well, I like the whole picture. Could I have it? No, it's too wide, isn't it? Mind you, I've got to cut that off yet. Could I have it as a upper? If I shaved that edge off, oh, she's a bit near the edge, isn't she? Got a bit of space with him. I could have it as an upper. That pulls down, because then the picture's the right way. Kind of favouring that idea at the moment. There's just not really many places for it to go. That's the pages in this. I haven't put many big pages in. That's big. Excuse me, it could go on there. I've got a pair of legs on there and a cat. I mean, don't really want to look at a pair of legs, do I? I could put it on there. Is that wide? Let me chop this thing off. Where's me guillotine? I've just seen some on my desk that's made me chuckle. Oh, that's my flap. Don't cut your flap off soon. You want your flap, woman. Right, just going to trim that and trim that. Just get that straight. Is that straight? I'm terrible. I can't even cut straight with a guillotine, honestly. Nightmare. I am nightmare cutting. Right, so we've got a couple of flips to put in here. Why is that sat there? Is that out of here? Oh. Anyway, will that go on there now? That is the question. Oh, it's just a little bit too wide. just a little bit, because bearing in mind you've got to sew this thing in, so it ain't going to go right up to the edge. Okay, I could stand to lose a bit at the back of his head, couldn't I? Because I can't really lose any at her side. Not really. So let me shove that in, bring it over to the edge of his hat, and then just make sure that I've got it straight at this end. So what are we on? 13. Should I go 13 and a half? Should push it over that a little bit. Right, there we go. Oh no, he's just lost his head. He hasn't really, I'm only joking. Right, so that's going to go there, because you can, if I can even get it in, you can pull it down then and enjoy the beautiful picture. What the heck I'm going to do with this? I'm going to have to cover that, aren't I? I might cover that with some coffee dyed paper or something. Or could I just stick that down? I actually could. Could just actually stick that down and make it a pocket. This is how things change when you're crafting. It's going to be a flap, it's going to flap out that way, and now it's going to flap this way, but now it might actually be a pocket because it actually fits on the page, and I think it looks really odd on that page with this. But I've made a fold in it, haven't I? Not that that matters. I can take a little bit more off, put a notch there and make that a big pocket. Oh, well, we were supposed to be making flips, but we are making pockets as well. So, or I could just take the man and woman off and have a shorter flip on a different page, like that one. And then you've got nice background. I don't have to cut the man and woman off, do I? Oh, good grief, I don't even know what I'm on about. There's no point in watching me, guys. I don't even know what I'm on about. Right, this little thing here, it's a bag with no bottom. I could glue it, obviously. Could turn it up and glue it. But I would just, when I saw this, my initial reaction was just pop it round a page somewhere. Decorate it, and it could be... Oh my goodness. All three cats have just appeared from outside. It's absolutely chucking it down. It could be a complete, you know, push through. Sorry, these are just ideas I'm giving you. I mean, obviously you've probably maybe even started your journals. You might have even started decorating them, for all I know. I'm just trying to give you ideas as I'm going through. So I think I would decorate that. Should I leave it open at the bottom and put that in it? But that's a printed thing. I'm not allowed printed things. I'd have to make one. Yeah, and I'd probably make it a bit shorter because that is probably going to look a bit odd there. Okay, so that's another idea. We've got the little envelope. I think I've got some little brown envelopes somewhere. Brown envelopes are better. I've got this that I want to make a pocket. I've got this that I want to make a pocket. But that needs to go on some card. And I need to make some writing space. So on this one, if I say I'm going to put this one here, which I think I might now, I need some writing space on the back because I don't like that. So, writing space. Okay. Writing space. So we've just done a ton of coffee dyed paper. I have indeed. Where did I put it? Let's see. Oh, excuse me a moment. Whilst I delve into the pile and just pick a piece of paper off the top. Some of it went well, some of it didn't. But for this, oh, good grief. Bang, 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 bang. We have builders building all day long, and then this guy comes home from work and starts building in his garden, and I'm like, they were doing it on Sunday. I'm like, hey, hello, it's Sunday. We have builders every day out the back. It's just so annoying. But anyway, I suppose he's got to do what he's got to do, hasn't he? Just sick of hearing banging, to be quite honest. Right, so I'm just going to put some paper on here because I want writing paper. Yes, I do. I could have done it in 2 pieces, so just kind of done a piece there and a piece here, which would have been better for folding because this might crease. Where's my other, that one? Just see if I can get some of this round the edge. Ooh, that's coming out pretty fast tonight. Glue is very unpredictable, isn't it? Sometimes it's fast and comes out like crazy, and sometimes it won't come out at all. I suppose I'm going to put some up there as well, because, you know, it's going to go to the top of the page. This is a bit crinkly. I might be better just sticking it and trimming edges off, to be honest. But I would really like it straight up against my crease. Oh, it's hard with this one. Try that edge, it's straighter. You know when they go a bit crinkly and you can't actually tell if it's straight or not. That isn't straight, is it? I don't think that's straight either. The fold isn't even straight. Anyway, that's not good at all. Sorry guys, you're watching me make a complete and utter mess of this. And all I'm doing is sticking a bit of coffee paper on the back. Can this woman actually craft? Is she actually a crafter? Yeah, yeah, she is. But you'd know. So let me trim it. Trim it, trim it. I don't know if this is going to stick that great now. I might need to put a bit more glue on it, but you know, after I've ripped it off the paper about 3 times. So yeah, after my conversation with my neighbour, I now don't want my tea, but I am actually quite hungry. But I was going to have sausage and mash and a bit of veg, and I'm like, I kind of really don't fancy eating sausages, you know. It's just totally put me off. Oh dear, this side isn't right. So yeah, gruesome conversation. Sorry about the gruesome conversation. Right, so that's that. I do love this picture, it's beautiful. It's like the, I don't know, is it the Amalfi Coast or something? I think it was out of a book of, oh, I don't know. No, it won't. I wanted to say a book of painters, but it won't. Okay, so that's like that. That's going on. I need to crease this as well, where it was creased, because it's a double flappy flap thing. I'm not massively keen on this. This is where it's been torn out of the book. I've got a nice ruffle on the other end. I can't have a ruffle on here because my flap's going on here. So let me stick my flap down. And dear me, sticky flap down. So shut up, waffling. Right, this page is rather weird. I have no idea what it is. The other night when I had it on camera, I thought I could see a person, but I'm like, I don't even know what it is. There's obviously the other half of it in the other signature. That actually looks kind of sort of like a bride there. That looks like, I don't know, Grim Reaper of somebody. It's very bizarre. Is it actually meant to be a picture, or is it just swirls or something? I don't know. No idea. Right, this is going on there. And doesn't look that grand, does it? Okay, there we go. That is, ooh, I hope that doesn't hinder that. It's a little teeny bit. That'd be alright. Well, if it isn't, I'll have to trim it and refold it. But it's alright, I think it's alright. Right, so that's going in there. Have I done something wrong there? I have done something wrong, haven't I? It was meant to flip out that way. No, I haven't. No, sorry. Oh my days, can you stop and start again, Sue, when your brain's engaged? Right, because on this side, this doesn't look great, I'm just going to get some of this humongous packing tape and tear it, and I'm just going to, oh, it's quite sticky, this stuff. Oh, it ain't long enough now. Oh, I should measure where you're tearing your end off, Sue. Sorry, I'm just going to stick that on the camera thing. I'm sorry if I'm wobbling you. Right, I'm going to just do a big piece. Right, if it goes to the edge, it goes to the edge. I'm just going to stick that on there. Now then, so if you've got any packaging tape, lost lid, lost pen, packaging tape, great. You can stamp on this. You can use watercolour paints on it. You can draw on it, doodle on it. It's fabulous. It's like a washi tape, but it's one that you've got in your home. Masking tape, same thing. Great for stamping on. You can colorise it with your ink pads, if you've got any, sorry. You can colorise it with ink if you like. I suppose if you put strips onto a plastic sheet, I'm guessing you probably could coffee dye it because of the texture of it. I don't know, I'm not sure, I'll have to try that. But this is good as well for stamping and stuff. Right, just let me tear that bit that is not required there. And I might just stamp something down there. You can see that's stuck out just ever so slightly. I'll go with it. So that's one flap we've put in. One flap that comes out. You can see the beautiful picture and it's got writing space on the other side. I'm not liking this. So I might actually do I want just a piece of bit of envelope? Bit of envelope looks cute. I like that. Just let me rip that edge a bit better than it is. She says, not being able to rip it at all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so use whatever you've got in your house. If you've got envelopes, all those envelopes have different insides. This is like little tiny squares with crisscrosses in it. Some are hexagons, some are chevrons. There's all sorts if you look inside your envelopes. And the blue, the dark blue, light blue, grey, black. If you're unfortunate, the red. Yeah, you get different coloured decorations inside your envelopes, and they're fab for making things out of, and they're good for collages, you know, just putting little bits on collages. They're also good for backgrounds. So if you just want a little bit of a background before you stick something down, then insides of envelopes can be your friend. So I'm just going to stick that on there because that looks nice. And you can write on here as well. So just get some glue on that. Yeah, all cats have just come in because the heavens opened. It's actually stopped now. What else? It's actually stopped. That wasn't a very long rain. I just thought, isn't that typical? I've just watered my garden. I've just gone painstakingly round that garden with flipping, I don't know how many it takes me, about 7 or 8 watering cans to water everything, and then it rains. Never mind. It could do with a double whammy because it's been really dry here. Really dry. Right, that is going to go from the top of that piece, covering that white bit, over there. So if you don't have, you know, flashy things like washi tape, there's lots of other things you can use. As I say, this is a beginner's thing, so I'm not going to be putting too many things in your face that are, you know, that you might not have. There we go. That's that little thing, and that sits round that little thing. And I might, that piece that I put on in there, I might stamp that later. I should have torn the edge of it, shouldn't I? Made it wavy. But I could stamp on there. Shall I stamp on there now? No, because I don't know what to stamp. So where was my other flippy thing? There were a couple of things I was going to do tonight, and I've completely forgotten what some of them are. Now that's a pocket, so I could totally decorate one side of that and then just leave the other side. So I don't mind that side. I don't mind that. The other side were just, you know, the feet. I don't really want the feet. I kind of like this paper, but I kind of want some. I've probably got some, you know, that really dark brown paper bag stuff or packaging. I'll prefer that, because texture paste on that dark brown one just looks fab. Sorry, I've just realised I might not even be in shot. I think I possibly might want some on there. Oh, it's upside down. Pocket. Don't think I want a big pocket. That don't look right with that. I always see what's, you know, if you've got a shorter page, I always like to make sure they look all right together, because I don't like things that look odd, you know. You might like that. We're all different. Right, I need this kitten on here. Oh, is she to be a pocket or not a pocket? I think not a pocket. I think not a pocket. And I'm going to try and cut a straight line, which is inevitably probably not going to happen, but I'm going to do it with ease, which means it might be even less likely to happen. I'm going to try and do a straight line with my picking shears, and that can be a pocket, can be decorated later and stuck on a page. This is just going to get glued down here, and I haven't inked any. Oh, do I really want to glue on there? Because that's writing paper, isn't it? Don't want it on there. Let me see if I want this anywhere else before I stick it on there. Oh, that's a pocket. Can't do. Could do that. Could do that. Could totally do that. It sticks out too much and you can't cut it off. She'd lose her tail. Can't be doing that. Could do it there, but I had something else there. Could do that there. I think if I am sticking it there, sorry, can you see? If I am sticking it there, before I stick it there, because it's going to open and have writing space underneath or a pocket or something, I might want to do something else with the rest of that. I guess I was thinking of that as a pocket. But that's a bit white, isn't it? A bit white. White? I don't like white. Maybe we should have that on there. Yeah, I like that better on there. It's not a bad book page. Don't know if I need to back it with some card, because it's going to be a pocket with things shoving in. Oh yeah, we're going to have this one somewhere. Could that go on there? Nope. Oh, stupid stuff. Yeah, I've not done many big pages in this journal. I might have to add some more. Could have it round as a flip, or you could just have it on page flip. Well, I've come on here to do flips and I'm not even doing them because I can't make my mind up where I want them. That's wonky donkey. Could go on there. Could you go on there? could go on there. You're not too wide. You could flip out and you've got a little doggy. It's a dog, isn't it? You could have that and that writing bit there and then right on there. And that ain't really doing too much to that side. What I could do is glue there and just tuck something in there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's where it's going to go. Oh yes, and I think it's going to be a little tucky. A little tuck spot. I really want my tea. I'm hungry. Right, so pop that there. So we've got a little tuck there for something. Don't know what. Might just be, I don't know. Who knows? And then we've got that comes out. So that's another flap. Okay. My journal's falling to bits. I had several things I was going to do when I came on here and I've kind of forgotten what some of them are. I'm going to add some flips and pockets. I keep seeing that though. So my friend bought me a tea towel. She brought me a little bag of gifts and this was in it. Look at this. Every snack you make, every meal you bake, every bite you take, I'll be watching you. that is so true of cats. In winter when they're not out much, they literally all three of them sit on the coffee table watching me eat my tea. I'm like, but it made me laugh because she's on a diet and I'm saying I want to lose weight and eat healthy. So the other night I thought, shall I put loads of chocolate bars around it and send her a picture? I'll be watching you. So cute. Right, what are we doing now? I put another flip in here, I think. Oh, dark brown. Yeah, okay, we might do some of our texture paste on there. Oh, or even on here. That's nice. Yeah, so we'll do some texture paste decorating on some of these pages. This is my other flip. Just a nice pic. I think this is a Malfi Coast as well again, because it's like, I don't know. But it's too long and that's my flap. So my question to myself was, do I want to leave these here and just put a piece of writing paper over there but it can still be a pocket, or do I want to chop it off these and just have my flap? Why do I give myself all these questions? And when I'm so rubbish at making decisions, I'm like, why do you do it, Sue? This is just a tad long, but right, let me sort this thing out. So it's a bit long. It's not exactly folded right straight, is it? Oh, do you know? This is why people use tools, Sue, because you can't fold straight anyway. Can't cut straight, you can't fold straight. That's not straight either. Dear me. What am I like? I mean, I would like it sort of, you know, semi-straight. Semi-straight. Okay, so don't quite know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to chop these corners off. Where's my skeezer? I'm going to chop these corners off. Because my middle name should be Slack Alice. I meant to cut that one and that one. Oh, dear me. I guess my brain's not in top form today. That's all I can say. Don't know what I'm on about. Don't know what I'm doing again. Usually when I know what I'm doing, I'm alright, but I don't. Yeah, because this is my flap, and I was just going to think I put a piece of brown paper on there that it can become a pocket, because you can slide stuff in there. I'd no need to cut that one, just these, because these are getting folded in. Oh, do you know? Right, give me my cutter. How many faux pas have I made so far in this one short video? About 6. Wait, tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me. Right, so this, hopefully it's not too wide now. Just get on there, will ya? Okay, so this journal here, oh golly gosh, where are it going? On here, wasn't it? On here, and it was going to be an outwardy flip thing. Okay, quite happy with that. It fits now. It's not going to interfere with me sewing my signature in. Super duper duper. Cool, cool, cool. Right, before I glue that down, I may need to take a piece of something. Ooh, what a shame. That just wasn't one. Well, actually, no, that's that nice card. I could do with a piece of, a piece of coffee dyed card. Are you big enough? No, you're not big enough, are you? Ooh, you're nearly big enough. Do you know what? You are big enough. So what I'm going to do is stick that down. I'm going to stick that down. I might need to just chop this end off first, because, you know, it doesn't quite go. Right, so that, how did I have it like that? Right, so that's going to go like that. I'm not worried that I can see the white and the khaki poo-poo at the top, because I've got this good old tape. Right, I need it to come off by exactly the edge there. Right there, like. Do you know what? Let me see. No, I can't. It'd ruin my picture. Yeah, no, that would look silly. Okay, I'm going to take that off. I'm just going to cut it with these, because I just can't be bothered with the thingy. Guillotine. I'm hungry, I need my tea. That's probably why my brain's not functioning right. Right, I know 2 are cut and 2 aren't, but I'm not really bothered. It's a junk journal, just remember that. It's junk. It does not have to be perfect. It's junk. I think I'll ink though. Shall I ink? Just start ink that bit there. Just should I put a notch in there if that's going to be a pocket? Should I put a little notch there? Should I? Should I? Would you know it's a notch? If I didn't put a notch in, well, it wouldn't be a notch, would it? If I what I meant to say is, if I don't put a notch in, can you tell it's a pocket? I think you can. Right, I'm going to glue this down. So I just want glue. That's pretty, a little flower. I want glue just along, whoopsie. Come on, glue. Not got one of them big wormy things, have you? Probably. Right. Oh, there we go. We have flow. Along there, along there. I don't even know what happened at that end. And along there. Because that edge is going to be my pocket edge. Just get it a little bit straighter up to the edge, and don't matter about this bit too much. Right, okay. So we're down. That's this pocket. So we've not only created a flip, guys, we've created a pocket as well. Oh, it's just so amazing. Right. I'm going to put this onto here now, which isn't going to look great from that side. I care not, because I have masking tape, I have washi tape, I have tapey tape. Oh, no, okay, just glue it down. So glue it all down, the whole thing, 'cause it can't be a pocket because there's no middle bit, and I ain't creating a middle bit for it. So there you go, there we go. That does not look good, but we will make it look good when the time comes. She's not down. So how cool is that? We've created a flap, and we've also created a bit of something going on there, a pocket as well. Cool, like that. Put a bit too much glue on there. What I'm going to do now is, okay, I am going to, I haven't got any plastic sheet. Oh, I had a really big plastic sheet the other day. Yeah, but I think it's upstairs somewhere. Oh, okay. I need something. I don't have anything like what I need. I got a bit of one of these. That'll do. That's perfect. Don't know how long I need for strips. About that long. Right, I've got that. I am just gonna chop up the middle of this very sticky paper. It's very sticky. I think I got this in oh, I can't say, kind of a well-known supermarket, and yeah, it was in the, like, I don't know, the cheapy aisle. I think it was £2. It's just packaging tape. So don't have to be neat. I'm just going to grab, what am I going to grab? I've got stamps on this side, so I think I just really want like a small print or something. Now then, if you've got any rubber stamps, oh, well and good. If you haven't got any rubber stamps, at this point you can just doodle on here. Just do a wavy line. I shall show you. I shall show you. Where's a pen? Pencil. Can you see this? Just do a wavy line. That's easy peasy. Anybody can do that, yeah? And then in black pen, just do little things coming out like that, all the way up. You might want to do 2, you might want to do 1, you might want to do more, and just do that. And then you can, if you want, add some flowers. You can add little dots. If you've got like a silver gel pen, add some dots or something. You can make it pretty without stamps, is what I'm trying to say. Not that I say that's pretty, but anyway. I'm just going to go with this. And ink. Do I do brown on brown? Oh, why not? Does it really matter? It's a junk journal. This is what you have to remember. It's junk. We're just making... Oh, oopsie. We're just making something pretty out of junk. Oh, gosh. That ink don't come off right easy either. Oh, for goodness sake, Sue. Go back to bed, will you, lass? Get up in an hour and come back and tell everybody what you're doing. Because you don't really know, do you? Gentle, Sue, gentle. You just want the flower. You don't want the whole rim. So I'm just going to stink. I do apologise for my weird head today. Tiredness, hungriness, goodness only knows what the heck it is today. Lack of sleep, I don't know. This is what my head is like when I'm tired, hungry, stressed, whatever it may be. Just put a few little bits here, that's enough. Yeah, that's what my head's like when I'm full on brain fog mode. Why would you put ink on the end of your stamp, Sue? That's a bit stupid, isn't it? Oh, dear me. So yeah, if you haven't got stamps, you can draw. Because, to be honest, if you're drawing... Oh, don't tell me this thing's going to come off now. If you're drawing, then it's more personal, isn't it? It's more of a pretty, beautiful junk journal that you've made yourself. This is a bit long, but I'm just going to stick it there. Oh, I just want to cover that bit a bit. Or mainly, let me turn it round. So I mainly want to cover the white bit. I'm not too bothered about the greenery. I just want to cover the white bit. So slap that down, tear that off. There we go. And get the other one on. Oh, it's a bit well stuck to this thing. I didn't have any of my sticker sheets. Kind of leaving a lot of my glue behind as well. Hello, Oscar. Is that watching me? It's like, what are you doing, Mum? You're making a right performance. You don't know what you're talking about, and yeah, doing stuff wrong all the time. It's about normal, isn't it, Oscar? He says I'm off. I can't cope with you anymore, Mum. I could do with another thing there. Put it away now. Put it away now. It doesn't have any ink on it. It will in a minute. And one of these that it's light, but I don't care. And it's gone on there and I don't care. It's a junk journal. So, there we go. Flipping it. 3 hours later, we've created 2 flaps and a pocket. But that's really nice. Nice picture. Okay, give us my journal back. I think these signatures feel too thin, but I know that they won't feel thin by the time I've finished with it. Oh, we've got the pin loss again. Oh, for goodness sake. I am sick to death of losing pins. I should have some. I just stick them in when I take them out of my glue. I'd probably forget to stick them in it though, to be quite honest. Right, where was this? It was near this girl, wasn't it? So that's another flap in our journal. So we've got a few flip flaps and a flip flap with a pocket. I like that. That could be decorated. I think I might leave that as writing space. Writing space. Okay, so could put some washi down there because that looks a bit messy now, but junk. Emphasis on the word junk. I need a card, a business card. That'll do. I need some ink. And here we go. This is going to be writing space. Okay. Pretty sure I ain't going to do it straight, but I'm just going to get some ink on my business card and do that. Is it coming on? You need a bit more ink than that, so give it a good swipe on it. Okay. I'm going to have to do it there and there, and I don't need to be this thick. It ain't even coming out. I need one of them plastic cards. I'm going to have to use this one, but it's... see if it's alright. Do you know what? I don't need ruler. The flipping junk journals too. Just do... oh, maybe. Yeah, I think it's because these pants, it's worked before. It would not work when I'm doing it on camera, wouldn't it? Just do some lines. Get some ink on there and just do some lines. Don't matter whether they're straight, don't matter whether it goes up, see, off the edge of the page. Don't matter if your card folds in half while you're doing it. if it looks like lines. See, that's not good because you're best off with a plastic card. If you want to do some lines for writing, you're best off with a plastic card. I do have one somewhere, but I don't know where. It's like everything else tonight, innit? I don't know where it is. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. It's got some lines anyway. That will hint to somebody that it is a... No, I was thinking I wanted her, because she's very cute, and look at her little doggy. I fussy cut her the other day, and I thought she could totally be a pocket. Could slip something in there. Absolutely. So, I think that's what she's going to be. She could actually go there, couldn't she? And then she looks like, she looks like she's leaning on this grassy fence. She covers up my flap. Yeah, she can go there. See, sometimes things just happen like that. You're just like, oh, right, okay. So we're going to put her on there because I thought she looked nice with the cream. But actually, I might just put a bit of ink on her dress so that it stands out a bit more against this stamp page. So I need glue on her from about there, down here, down there, down here, down there, down there, and a bit across the bottom. Sorted. So if she stands there, that's fantastic, because there's like a tree or something there. It looks like she's leaning against a fence anyway. And it gives me a pocket. Yes. Pocket. Love it. And I love that that's inked, because now she stands out. So go through your books, go through your magazines, find pictures that you might like her. I just thought she's pretty. She looks a bit sad, but she's got a doggy to look after her. Cut things out that you think, oh, that would make a nice pocket. Like these fuchsias here. I'd probably cut the bottom off and cut the top off. You know, don't need to be that big. But just find things that you like that could be a pocket. Something else we're going to do. The lines was one of the things that we're going to do. Show you how to do lines, but that was the poorest example ever, because I used the wrong type of flipping card. You need a stiff plastic card. Was this. So, I did think I showed this before, did I? So when you've got busy backgrounds like this, you can make pockets and tags out of it, absolutely. Could make a lovely couple of tags out of that. But what I like to do with these is get a black pen and just draw a rough stem again, and some leafy things coming out. Don't have to be perfect. Please don't think you have to be like an artist and a perfect drawer, because you really don't. I'm going to put a leaf there and a leaf there at the top. In fact, I might have just extra leaves coming all the way down. They're not great leaves. They're not the same size. Don't matter. The thing is, can I see it now to cut it out? So you would go not on the line that you've drawn, but to the side of it. Not on the lines that you've drawn, but just round it and down it a bit and up it a bit. And you might think this looks absolutely terrible. Oh my days, Sue, that is the worst drawing I've ever seen, and it looks awful. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind if you think that, because in a moment you will see something different. Because it's going to fall off my desk and drop in the bin, and you would never know that it had happened. No, truthfully, I'm going to stick it on the page, and I think I know exactly where I'm going to stick it, because it's, oh, I can't do cutting this way. That's weird. Well, I can, because I was cutting that way when I was fussy cutting the other day, but it somehow seems harder to me when I'm doing it from this side. Probably because I'm left-handed, but anyway, so I've got that. which doesn't look much sat there on its Todd, does it? But if I find my other page that's got plummy purple on it, I think it's this one here, and we were to just stick that on there, does it actually look that bad now? I wouldn't put it there because I've got that. I think I'm going to put a butterfly there that I cut out. But I had somewhere in this journal where I was thinking of putting this, or even on there, just on cornery page. It looks okay from there. Don't look closely at my drawing. If you did it in pencil, actually, you could rub the pencil out. But if it's cut a bit winky wonky like mine, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell it's a plant at that point. I think the lines do help. So there's a few ideas for you. Oh, where's my little stinky wonky ruffle that I made that I don't want because I stuck some tape on back and then I didn't like it? Well, I've got a bit of this. Oh, it's there. It's there. So you could have something like that on the edge of your page, and then that sitting on top, and it's all just junk. That's out of a magazine. That's just tissue paper that you might have in house. Cool. Book pages, bits of book page, things off of book pages. You can make a junk journal so easy. You do not need fancy stuff. You do not need fancy printed papers. Let's do this. Yes. So next time, what will we be doing next time? I don't have a clue. I just do the parts as they happen. So there's a few things. We've made some flips, because not everybody knows how to make flips, and they're very easy, but not everybody knows how to do it, especially if you're a beginner. But it's as simple as gluing it on the back and covering the bit that you've glued with some washi tape or a bit of fabric. Or you can do it on this page to flip out and just cover it on this side. So you do it where you want. Them lines are really bad. I feel like I want to take that off now, but I'm trying to remind myself it is a junk journal and it doesn't matter. But it bugs me. Anyway, I do like her there. That's really sweet. So what else have we got to do? I could like something on there. You see, these things go anywhere, don't they? They just literally go anywhere. So yeah. Oh, colouring book page. Yeah, colouring book page. So I've a little thing here, flap. Thinking of sticking it down and making a pocket. Want a piece of that? Just look nice down the pocket. So anything, just get anything out. Colouring book pages. I have, excuse me. I have actually got a stack of things out to use, and it's a big massive pile. I don't know if I'll put that with that. I might actually, somewhere. But yeah, you could, what am I twittering on about now? I'm going to go and get some to eat before my brain completely goes to sleep. See, I even like funky bits like that. I would totally use that on a page as a decoration. Totally. It's just a bit of scabby torn envelope. So don't throw it away, guys. Use it. I'm just going to show you this little funky bits box I've got here. And yes, there are things like ruffles in and punched bits. You can use the negatives of punched bits. That on a page could be a little tuck spot. You could put some acetate behind there and make it a pocket where, you know, things don't catch on it. But I've got loads of little bits off of boxes and edges of stuff, bits of edge paper, just all sorts. And bits of paper that we cut off the edge of books, not these ones apparently, but I have got some in here. Loads of edges of book pages that I've just stamped. That's all I've done, stamped them. Like this one here. This looks like pretty paper. No, it's just a bit of book page I've stamped. So all stuff like that you can use. bits that you cut off things. I cut that off the edge of something. A card. You can see a little bit of embossing. That's off a greetings card. But I can use that as a trim on edge of a page, or even a little mini belly band. So yeah, don't throw away, save, because in here there's all kinds of treasure. Just when you need a bit of treasure, there is some fancy bit of, whoopsie, I don't know, book page, something. But there, yeah, so save all your bits. If you've got a sewing machine, fantastic, because you can sew things, and that is such a neat, I just love things sewn. I wish I had a sewing machine and I could sew around these. But anyway, that's all I'm doing for now. I am going to have my tea and listen to some music, and I'm going to probably do some more later on. I need to wind that up. Yeah, I do have this pocket fit somewhere. I'm struggling to find a page I want it on, because I've done it quite wide. Next time I do one of these, I'll fold the V a bit closer together. But anyway, I hope I've given you a few ideas and fired up your juices to go and play with your journal that we're making together. I really want to do some texture pasting on these, because I just love it. I saw some the other day, and they'd done a journal and the edges were all raw and wiggly, and they just folded the wiggly edge over and put texture paste on that wiggly bit, and I'm like, oh, that looks so cool. I might do that with that. Tear the edge and then just fold it over to be a pocket. We may do that on the next video. So thank you very much for watching. I hope I've inspired you. I hope I've given you some ideas. I might not have been, because I'm proper flappy head tonight. I don't know what's wrong with me. Brains, yeah, not good. So I think I'm tired as well. I nearly fell asleep this afternoon, but I didn't fall asleep. So potentially I'm, yeah, tired as well as hungry. And also save your tea bags, guys. Empty the tea onto your plants. It feeds your plants, and keep your tea bags, because we can use them for all sorts, and you can make really nice flowers out of these round ones. And baking paper. If you've got any baking paper, layer up tea bag, baking paper, tea bag, baking paper. It makes a lovely crispy flower and just so pretty. I'd have to probably put glitter nail varnish in the middle, because I'm not allowing myself little pearls out. But you can still make them look nice. You can make them look nice with a little bit of lace in the middle. Maybe we'll do flowers next time. I think we will. Part 8. If we're actually on part 8. Yeah, we might do some flowers, because there's loads of different ways we can do flowers. Tons. And I've got a really good idea, which I'm saving till the end, because that's to decorate the journal. But anyway, there we go. Hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you very soon. Bye.